Hey everyone, so I decided to do a voiceover at the last minute. So today I'm going to just start in with my Rimmel Stay Matte Primer. And this is my favorite primer. I was just rambling too much, so I decided to do a voiceover. Now I'm going in with my NYX Chocolate Eyebrow Gel. I'll try to have a list of everything I use below in the description box for you guys. And I may have some things on the screen, not necessarily certain. And I was sweating. That was another thing. I was sweating this cold out, so it was kind of difficult. I'm going in with my LA Girl Pro Concealer in Cool Tan, and I'm just going to clean up right up under my brows. Sweating. I also use this, I don't know if this clip got deleted, but I use it as eye base. And the only thing different that I did today than my last drugstore tutorial is I didn't set this concealer. So I'm going in with this Wet n Wild palette, and I'm going to use the medium purple in the palette. And the name of the palette will be in the description box. And I'm just going to put this in my outer V, and blending. I'm just going to blend it just in the outer V and a little bit in the crease. Now I'm going in with a clean E40 brush by Sigma and just cleaning up the harsh lines. Now I'm going into my Wet n Wild Nude Awakening palette, and I used this in my last tutorial, drugstore tutorial. I'm taking the lightest brown crease color and just kind of fading that out. Now this is another NYX color. I got this a year ago, but I'm going to use this to add a little dimension to my look, and I'm going to add it a little bit in front of that outer crease. And it's a hot pink shade. I'm not for sure how it's picking up on camera, but it's a beautiful shade. It can also be used as a blush. Now I'm going with my e.l.f. pigment, and this is an Elegant. It is a pigment shadow, and I'm using a Sonia Kashuk concealer brush. I'm going to spray a little bit of the Evian spray on it to give the color a little bit more saturation and a little more pop as well. Now this color is kind of tricky, and I guess by me using the concealer brush, it kind of gets a little bit on my upper lid, but I'll wipe that off later, as you can see. Now I'm going in with my Supersizer Mascara by CoverGirl, and it is in black. And these are my favorite lashes from the drugstore, which I got these from Walmart, and they are the Salon Perfect lashes in number 615. Now I'm going in my Eye Envy eyelash glue, and I got this from the beauty supply store. If you'd like to see a tutorial on how to apply lashes, just let me know, but I know there's tons of out there. So now I'm going in with my foundation by Black Opal. I apologize. And I'm using a brush here from Real Techniques and a little bit of Evian spray. And I also use the Skin Lights by Revlon. You all forgive me, I'm still trying to get rid of this cold. So next we're going to go in with this Age Rewind concealer, and the color is medium. And I'm going to take my LA Pro concealer in the yellow corrector and just add a little bit to it to kind of even it out a little bit and also give me a great highlight. And I'm just going to put a little bit of Evian water on my beauty blender and blend that out. Blend, blend, blend. And as you'll see, I'll take my brush that I use my foundation on and just kind of blend, around the edges. I didn't mention, but this is the Air Spun, and this is in translucent. And I'm just going to set everywhere where I concealed and a little bit up under my contour where I will contour at. And I'm sorry, but my foundation color was truly Topaz and the Black Opal. So what I'm doing is just basically blending. I'm basically just blending with my beauty blender, just pushing all the powder in. And just taking my fluffy brush and blending that everywhere. Now I'm using two infallible Pro Matte powders to set my foundation. I don't know the numbers, but I do believe one is 600. And this is my L'Oreal True Match highlighter in golden. And I'm using that to set the base for my highlight. Next, I'm going in with this yellow pigment by NYX. It is also great for a highlight, so I'm using it as my highlight today. And I'm using, I think this is a 93 Sephora brush. Very good brush. You can contour with this brush, and you can highlight with this brush. So I'm taking this with the pigment and just adding it to my highlight spots. I don't know what I'm rambling about. So now I'm going to take this art brush that I got from Michaels, and I'm going to go back into that first purple color out of the Wet n Wild palette, and I'm going to apply that in my waterline. Well, right below my waterline. And I'll zoom in for you so you can see. And sometimes I just don't like to use liner. I just like to use powder. Now this is my new favorite palette by e.l.f. This is an illuminating palette. And I'm gonna go in with those 2 to 3 colors there and just add a little bit of highlight to my forehead and on top of the other highlight that I use. This is more like of a lit within glow, and that's what I like about this palette. It's not too heavy and the formula is very silky like. Now I'm going in with my NYX bronzer and my super duper big fan brush, which I believe is by Morphe. And I'm just kind of slightly contouring. Now, this is a new favorite blush, and I believe this is new to me. This is the name of the blush, is new to me. It is a gradient blush. On the lighter part of the blush, you can use as a highlighter. So you'll see I'll take the lighter part and use it as a highlighter as well, which I'm doing now. You see my excitement? Oh my God, I love this blush. So now I'm back in with my Evian water. Again, I forgot to bring the e.l.f. setting spray downstairs, but I always set with that when I'm doing a drugstore look. You all forgive my background. So now I'm going in with Jordana Coco Loco lip liner, and I'll be using the Milani Most Natural lip liner to line the inside of my lips, and the Coco Loco liner to line the outside of my lips. Yeah, this whole video, I love the look, but I just didn't like the rambling I was doing. I was not pleased with my background. I had plans for the background, but it just didn't work out that way. So I was going to just ditch this tutorial, but I felt like the eye look was just too good to put away. So now I'm going in with one of my favorite NYX Butter Matte Lip Glosses, or whatever this is. It is in London. Completes my drugstore look. If you have any questions about this look, I love doing drugstore looks. The only problem I have with drugstore looks is the shadows, because I tend to use Wet n Wild or L'Oreal shadows. But I hope you enjoyed this look. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comment section, and I will talk to you later. Bye.